Good morning everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Today we are going to study about the chapter 5 of history. The chapter name is Tribes, Nomads and Settled Communities. Okay. I am telling a story which is starting from the Stone Age, when the early humans are arrived and they start living. You had read about that. In the Stone Age, the peoples are hunters and food gatherers. You heard the story?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
इस समय इंसान जो है वो शिकार करते थे और भोजन को संग्रह करते थे, फूड गैदर करते थे. And from that food gatherer and hunter, they started some agriculture. Okay. During the Neolithic age, you will find that the people start agriculture. Agriculture like the shifting agriculture. What is shifting agriculture? Shifting agriculture in which a patch of land is cleaned, the forest is cleaned, and then cultivation is done. Then when the crops are harvested, we have clean another patch of land and then do the cultivation there. This is known as the shifting agriculture. This is also known as slash and burn. So in this chapter, you have to understand the evolution of humans from the early humans, they are food gatherers, to a certain community, like certain communities like when they started agriculture at the commercial level. Okay, they settled at a place, they form a society, and from the society, the modern societies are evolved. Okay, so take this as a journey starting from the early humans to the modern humans. Okay, or we can say that the evolution from the primates to the Homo sapiens. As we know that humans are evolved from the ape. Absolutely, na? We evolved from the animals.
Yes sir.
But animals, especially like the monkeys and apes. So the animals, the early humans, are also known as the primates, and the present humans are known as the Homo sapiens. So we can say that this chapter wants to explain about the evolution of human as well. Okay. In this evolution, there are some peoples, they were known as the tribes. Who are tribes? There should be a question arise in your mind. Who were the tribes and who are the tribes? So we can define it that the tribes were a group of people characterized by a distinct social, political and economic structure. यानी कि ऐसा समूह है, एक ऐसे लोगों का समूह है जिनकी अपनी एक विशिष्ट क्या होती है, सोशल स्ट्रक्चर होता है, अपनी एक विशिष्ट पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रक्चर होता है और अपना एक कुछ अलग इकोनॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर होता है. अगर हम बात करें सोशल स्ट्रक्चर की, तो सोशल स्ट्रक्चर्स में उनके रिचुअल्स क्या हैं, उनके कस्टम्स क्या हैं, उनके यहाँ हायरार्की कैसी है. These are the characteristics of the social features. When we are talking about the political, then is there a king exist? Is there a political system exist? Is there any administrative method is available? These are known as the political features. And what about the economic? What they do for the livelihood. Economic means what they do for their livelihood. Okay. You also knew about the barter system. Barter system in this, the people give and take some goods. Okay. Or you can say that the people exchange the goods. Okay. Suppose that a person has a wheat and another person has a rice. So they exchange their goods. Okay. So that is called the economic structure of that time. Clear? There are some key characteristics of the tribe. Like suppose that I am saying this community is a tribe. So they have to show some key characteristics. Okay, main features. Main features like the very first one is the distinct social rules. As we know that in the present society or in the modern society, there are a hierarchical system which is based on the Varna system. There is a Hindu spiritual book that is Manusmriti. According to the Manusmriti, there is a system of Varna system, in which there are the society is divided into 4 classes: the Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. But when we are talking about the tribes, they don't follow these social rules. Which social rules? The rule of the Varna system. Okay. In the present time, we have also a social classification divided on the general category, OBC category, SC category, ST category. But they didn't follow that. Okay. Instead of if we are talking about the political system of India, then tribes are known as the scheduled tribes. We divided them into, categorized them into the ST. But in their community, in their group, in their social groups, they don't have any hierarchical system. Okay. Second, equality and kinship. It means that in the present era you find that there are some people are rich, some people are poor, some people are high caste, some people are low caste. But in the tribal community, they have equality and kinship. They believe in the equality and kinship. Okay. Equality and kinship means they are not divided into unequal classes. Means all the peoples are equal. How all the peoples are equal? If they all have the same economic status. Here you find that they have the collective ownership. Collective ownership means all the resources belong to the community. All the resources belong to the community. It means collectively owned land and pastures. जितने भी जमीन है, संसाधन है, वो सब हम सब लोगों के, ठीक है? ट्राइबल्स में ये है. We all are equal और ये resources है. In the previous class, I gave an example of a hunter of a bull. So they give depending on the needs, not on the equality. Suppose that if in a family there is a 8 person and in a family has a 2 person. So the resources is divided on the basis of persons. Okay, per capita. प्रति व्यक्ति के हिसाब से उसको हम लोग रिसोर्स को बांटेंगे. Clear? This is called the collective ownership. And due to collective ownership क्या आता है? Equality आती है. Clear? Now, what they do for the livelihood? So in the starting I told that they do the agriculture. But which type of agriculture? Shifting cultivation. They are not doing the agriculture for the commercial purpose. They use the agriculture for their livelihoods only. Clear? And for the livelihoods they do the shifting cultivation. They also gather the foods from the forest. Okay? And sometimes they are hunter also. Clear? Now come to the location. Where they live? As we know, the tribals live in the forest. But they don't live only in the forest. They live in the forest also, they live in the hills also, they live in the deserts also. Clear? So these are the locations where you find the tribal communities. Now come to the records. So right now we write some histories. We have our own diary. We write about daily experiences. Okay, but in the tribal community, they don't keep any written record. Okay, but they have some art forms. Art forms like the painting. They do the painting. The very famous painting of the Bhimbetka entry. The Bhimbetka caves. They do the painting to record their values. They record their cultures. They record their activities. Okay. In the Bhimbetka caves, you will find the traces of the paintings. You will find the scene where a group of people is hunting a animal. Okay. And we think that these paintings are live also. Right now, when you see that picture, you will find that there are very vibrant colors. अभी भी बहुत चमकीला पेंट्स का इस्तेमाल किया गया है जो नेचुरल कलर्स हैं, जिसके कारण आज भी वो जीवंत लगते हैं. ठीक है. और उसमें उन्होंने पेंटिंग्स का अपने रिकॉर्ड्स और एक्टिविटी करते हैं. वो एक्टिविटीज़ को उन्होंने रिकॉर्ड किया है. जैसे एक उसमें पेंटिंग्स बनी है जिसमें 4-5 लोग मिलकर एक जानवर का शिकार कर रहे हैं. तो दैट आर्ट फॉर्म, दैट पेंटिंग इज शोइंग दैट द पीपल्स आर यूनाइटेड. द पीपल्स हैव अ कलेक्टिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. ठीक है. दे फॉर्म अ कम्युनिटी टू हंट एनिमल. They have a unity, they have a fraternity. These all the things that were given come from the painting. But they don't have any written records. Why they don't have any written records? Because during the ancient time, there is no evolution of paper. Okay. When we are talking about these paintings, it's a time period of Stone Age. Okay. But from Stone Age, they are preserving their culture, and right now in the modern world, they were known as tribes. They try to maintain, preserve their own cultures. Clear? So these are the key characteristics of the tribes. And what is tribe? I hope it is clear. Tribe क्या है, उसकी विशेषताएं क्या है, पता चल गया?
Yes, sir.
Here I write some important tribal communities along with the state, and there are some basic features of that particular community. There is a tribe called Gonds. They were found in the central India. The location of central India, states like Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. What are their specific features? They established a large kingdom and they were influenced by the Rajput culture. Okay, because they are associating with in these areas, and in these areas are famous for the Rajput cultures, so they influenced by that culture. Now come to the next, that is Ahoms. Okay, They were lived in the northeastern part of India. Northeastern part means Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. Clear? Or we can say that the Brahmaputra Valley. They migrated from the Myanmar and a system of forced labor. They developed a large kingdom by a method of system of forced labor. बंधुआ मजदूरी करते हैं, जबरदस्ती उनसे काम कराया जाता है. एक सिस्टम के थ्रू उन्होंने एक लार्ज किंगडम बनाया and that system is known as Pikes. Okay. Now come to the third tribes, that is Khokhars. They live in the Punjab and they influenced in the 13th 14th century. They have an influence in the 13th 14th century. In the chapter of Delhi Sultanate, you find that the Muhammad Ghori, who invaded India, is killed by the Khokhars. Okay, the Muhammad Ghori is killed by the Khokhars. Clear? Now come to the next, that is Cheras. Okay, they found in the Bihar and Jharkhand region, and a chief kingdom that was attacked and defeated by Mughal forces. This tribal community are defeated by the Mughal forces. Okay, what is the time period of Mughal? That is starting from 1526 to 1857. Okay. Now the last one is the Wheels community. Okay, they found in the western and central India. Clear? And a large tribe community that continue to exist across the world. अब यह देखेंगे कि इंडिया में सबसे largest जो community है tribal community, one of the largest tribal community is the Wheel. Okay, और वो अभी बहुत बड़े region में exist भी करती है. Clear? So this is the tribal and this is all for today. In the next class we will discuss about the nomads. Okay, now thank you.